so much. So I'm really happy about being here. It's actually my first webinar. Just a few words of background about me. So I'm broadcasting from near the Imperva Tel Aviv offices in Israel, and I've been with Imperva for almost 3 years now. And I just recently, about 6 months ago, moved into the product management team from the digital marketing team. And now my main focus points are the mobile app and the Imperva management platform. So today we will be talking about the mobile app. So I will just share my screen. 1 second. All right. The mobile app, there's actually a really interesting story behind it. The Imperva teams have been starting to work on it a bit over a year ago. It was actually conceived during a specialized hackathon where they wanted to create a single modern product that will cater to many of the problems that were raised during that time. As some of those problems, this app is still a great solution for, which I will discuss in a moment. Recently, what's new is that we had the iOS app running with a silent launch almost a year now, and we've had really great success with it in terms of customers that are using it, which are very satisfied with it. So a lot of our customers that have been using it have been also returning on a weekly basis and driving much value from it. And all of this with almost no marketing. We really kept a silent launch, and only now we are starting to build up hype as we also released the Android version of this app during this week. And we will soon be driving more social promotions and interesting videos regarding the app. So today I will be talking mainly about the problems that we're solving with this app, the main features that you will get once you download the app. I will also talk about the value proposition for you as a customer, what you can gain from using our app that you cannot have right now when you're using only the platform. Finally, I will discuss what's next in line for the mobile app. So we have really exciting features coming up that's been requested. Also, we will show a nice demo of just going through all of the screens and the features from the app so you can really understand how to use it and how to extract the most value from it as well. So let me jump right in and start. All right, so first I want to discuss the problem definition. So what we're solving with this app, why have we created it? We have three main issues that we are catering to with this new app. First of all, there is no single view for all of the account data. If you're using our platform today, so you might have one website that you're protecting with Imperva, and you might have 10 or 100 or a few hundreds of websites that are being protected by Imperva at the moment. However, if you want to understand what's the request rate for your account, you will have to aggregate all of the request rates from each of the websites. Same as for shallow investigations of alerted events, of blocked events, and even attack analytics and health, just general health data, the split between bots and humans and types of bot clients. So that was something that was missing for our customers, and we are also going to solve this now with new dashboards coming up. But the app mainly serves as a solution for that. So once you go into the app, it's a really highlighted solution where you can see aggregated data, which is extremely important for our customers. The other issue that we have is limited visibility in terms of where. So customers only get notified on security events when they're at work. Most of you, I imagine, are security practitioners for your company, and this is something that we've been hearing from our customers a lot of times, because when critical events happen, they require response, especially when you're in charge the security suite for your company, and you're responsible. Sometimes responses are required, and the fastest you can understand that something is happening and the quickest that you can respond to it, the better it is handled from your organization's perspective. So sometimes you're not in the office, but you do need to know if your company is being DDoSed. And that's just one example. You'll see more coming up. Last problem, which we created a solution for, is also in terms of limited visibility, but this time who? We also know from speaking with our customers that sometimes the security practitioner for the company, they are required by C-level executives to collect and present reports of the security posture of the organization on a monthly basis, sometimes on a weekly cadence. Or just display data about the value from the security solution. So the company is paying for a security solution, and they want to know that they have the value for their money. And we have been hearing that a lot, that sometimes customers are really happy to receive alerts to their mails, because then they can forward them alerts and reports to their mail, because then they can just forward them to executives to make sure that they are also aware of the increasing value that Imperva has on impact on the security of their organization. So those are the main three issues that we tackled with this new app. And the effects that these issues had on Imperva were pretty basic. I mean, it's a demand for a more centralized view. This is something that we discussed, but eventually this all led to lower customer satisfaction because once there is a problem and there is no solution offered, this is something that just happens, and this is why we created the app. So now I want to quickly move to the next slide, which talks about the main features and the solution that we provided. So I hinted a little bit about what the app does and the solution in the slide before, but now let me just talk about the features in a broader perspective. Then I'm going to dive deeper into them in the next slide, and eventually really talked about the value proposition in general. But first, let's discuss the features. So first of all, you get a single view of the security events, of attack analytics, overall health status. Basically, Imperva's security app provides a clear, action-oriented dashboard. It's allowing customers to view their security posture and performance, and all of that is right in the palm of their hands. Our app lets you stay up to date with real-time push notifications on critical events, while also being able to drill down quickly to what's most important. The app offers an aggregate account overview with trends, period comparisons. You have access to attack analytics data if you are subscribed to this product. You can receive push notifications on DDoS. You can receive alerts on critical settings changes within your account that happened while you were away from the platform. You will be able to review data overages and also investigate critical attack analytics events. As you can see, this is just a preview of two of the main screens of the app. This is the main dashboard. As you can see, also the ability to switch timeframes. I will really dive deeper into that within the demo that we will be showing soon. But also the next screen that you see here is the dive into the attack analytic incidents. So as you can see, it's really just two tastes of what we're going to show you later on. But it's really a small application packed with lots of features that provide a huge solution for the problems that we described in the previous slide. Now, as I said before also, now we have a new design available. So we released new branding for Imperva. If you're a customer, you must have noticed that the platform looks amazing right now, very clean, new colors. So we're also reflecting that in our app. And as well as iOS, which was available throughout this year, we also now released the Android version as well. So I will move on to the next slide just to kind of go deeper into the key capabilities of this application. So push notifications. we will allow you to receive push notifications in real time while you're away from the platform regarding WAF rules change. So if someone messed with one of the rules regarding one of the sites or the policies in the account, you will be notified about that if you want. We will notify you about layer 7 or even network DDoS for layers 3 and 4 that happened in your account. We will also notify you when there is a critical attack analytic incident. That means that there is a critical event that's not being blocked. So this is really good for real-time response. And also we will notify you once your bandwidth goes up to 90% of utilization. And that's really important if you are subscribed to a bandwidth-based plan. Regarding aggregated account level and data and trends, so we're going to show you the total requests and the total blocked and total alerted events for the aggregation of the sites that you are managing under your account. We will show you account level traffic and health. So we're going to show you bot visits. We're going to show you a trend in bot visits compared to the previous period, but we will also show you a drill down of the split between the types of bot clients. So you will be able to see if there is a specific type of bots attacking you in a certain time period, which you have to defend against. That's just one example out of many. We will also hopefully won't, but if you get attacked by DDoS, either application or network level, we will also display cards showing you much more information about those attacks, like source of country, duration, when it started, where it ended, and the target of those attacks, where they were aimed at. We will also show you the accumulated and cached bandwidth from your account, so you can make sure that your content is being available and it's being delivered as fast as possible at all times. Also, in the app, we have a security overview of misconfigured sites. We call it misconfigured, but basically it's a list of sites that are not being fully protected. That means they're not fully blocking different attack vectors that are part of the OWASP top 10. So we know that a lot of our customers are mainly concerned with protecting against the OWASP top 10 threats. So if you are not fully blocking one of those threats for one of your websites, we're going to show you a detailed report of that to make sure you are aware of exactly what you need to do to configure it back to blocked in order to stay fully protected. And attack analytic incidents, I'll show you that in the demo really soon, but we have a really nice view and a deeper dive into the incidents. So you can really realize what our attack analytics engine has captured throughout this time period. Coming soon, so I'll actually cover this in one of the next slides, so I won't delay on this one. Let me go quickly to the value proposition. Just a second, let me get a sip of water. So the value proposition, what's in it for you? We've covered all this, but I just want to distill it into three main points of value. So you get real-time alerts via push notifications. So this will increase your visibility, but in terms of availability and better management of the platform as well. You will be able to view account level data and trends, which trends are extremely important because trends let you know when something goes wrong and something is not being optimized the way it should be. And I mean, there is infinity information that you can gather from trends. That's just an example. But this is really important for account managers. And last, also to manage and orchestrate the security issues while you're outside the office, because you have your phone all the time. You can manage which notifications you want to receive or not receive, and you can decide when you want to go into the app or not. But it's always there, and you can always make sure that you're safe at all times and you're able to respond when needed. So the last slide, and there is not a lot of slides, as you noticed. The app is very intuitive. It speaks for itself, and you're going to see this in a moment. But in the last slide, I just want to discuss the exciting features that we have planned next for this mobile app. So something that we've been asked a lot to present in the app is also the Attack Analytics Insights. If you're subscribed to our Attack Analytics product today, you must be aware that one of the main value propositions of it is that it will also allow you to gather insights that will enable you to act on those incidents. So for example, if it will see that there is multiple attacks coming from a certain region, it can advise you to block it. And I mean, there are so many examples for that. And we will also be able to show that on the app, so you can directly share with the security practitioner a report or execute a command and make sure that those insights that are artificial intelligence engines have gathered for you are also being executed on your security platform. The next thing, and this has been highly requested by our users for the mobile app, the ability to hop between accounts. So for a lot of our customers, they are managing sub-accounts under their main account, sometimes for different business units within the company, sometimes for different regions. It's just easier for them to manage different sub-accounts, and then under those sub-accounts to manage different types of assets. And up until now, including right now, we are not still not able to bounce between different accounts and sub-accounts within the app. So when you log into the app, you'll be automatically logged into the primary account that you are assigned to. So adding this will provide so much more value for those customers who are managing multiple sets of accounts. And lastly, we will provide additional attack information. We know, and sharing options. So we know something that's also been requested is the ability to quickly share between the team, because if you're using the app, probably won't want to send a mail. So you'll just want to Slack your colleague or your team member or the person in charge of the security that's now in the shift in the office. So you'll just be able to share them through easier platforms, and we will just provide more attack information in dedicated cards, which will allow you to easily act upon different types of threats. I guess that's it for now. Next up is the demo.
In this demo, I will be showcasing our mobile app on an iPhone device. However, the same design and functionality also exist on Android devices, so there shouldn't be any difference whether you have an Apple or Android device. Once you open the app, you're going to see this login screen. We are supporting access both by using a regular user and password login or by using SSO. It depends on how your account access is set up. This login process also supports multiple factor authentication if you have that enabled. Additionally, we have full integration to biometric authentication if you opt into the Remember Me function below. This means that when you access the Imperva app again within the next 14 days, you will only be required to provide biometric authentication to access the app and complete the login process. You can use either a fingerprint or a Face ID according to what's available on your device. For this tour, I will just access a demo account using a basic authentication process. As you can see, I have 2FA enabled. So I'm also going to have to provide a one-time passcode sent to my mobile device by using the Google Authenticator app. On your first interaction with the app, we are going to show a quick tour of the basic functionality, using the dialog bubble walkthrough you are seeing right now. You can either interact with the dialog to see a step-by-step introduction, or click the skip button to close the walkthrough. Now that I've just clicked it though, I'd like to walk you through the elements myself from top to bottom. At the top of the app, you can see your account name. This is the account you've logged into. Below the account title, you will see different time frame options. Choosing those will impact the data visualizations you are seeing below and will change the information according to your selection. Bear in mind, one of the main benefits of looking at account information through the app is the ability to see and view information trends. This means that for each time frame that you select, we will always compare it to the closest previous similar time frame. In this example, You can see that the parallel time frame for the last 7 days is the 7 days before that. The first tile on our dashboard is the security overview. The security overview is composed of 3 data visualizations. Total request. It will show you that the aggregation of sites under your account had almost 250,000 requests within this 7-day period. We can also see that these 250,000 requests represent a drop of 50% in comparison to the 7 days before that. The graph below represents the spread of requests over time. Additionally, we can head over to the blocked events to see a similar trend for the events that our WAF has blocked during that time period. Meanwhile, on the right, you can see that the alerted events data is still loading. Since we have 31 sites under this demo account, it takes a few seconds to fully load the aggregation of alerted events from all of those sites combined. For now, I will continue the tour and we can get back to that later. The next tile represents the website configurations. Because this is an action-oriented app, we want to show this information about your WAF setting. These settings represent how you configured your WAF to protect against the main OWASP top 10 threats. The focus for this tile is to show you the sites that have a weaker WAF configuration for either of the main threat vectors. Once the data is fully loaded, we can click on this tile to get a deeper view of the current site settings. As you can see, we are almost fully loaded. The reason that this takes additional time is because we changed the default settings to a wider time frame and data therefore takes longer to load. Now, we can also click on the Alerted Events tab to see trends and overall information on events our WAF has caught. Clicking the website's configuration tile, we can see some main attack vectors and the number of malicious events caught under each of those categories. Expanding one of the tiles on this screen, we are now able to review all of the sites under my demo account for which this specific SQL injection attack vector is set on alerted instead of fully blocked mode. The right column also shows the events gathered on each of the sites during the 7 days time frame for each of the attack vectors. For SQL injection, I haven't received any related attacks, so it's showing 0. Additionally, we also have a call to action on top of this page. Once this send icon is clicked, it will generate a full report in PDF format to send to any email address. The report will include all of the main attack vectors and the relevant list of sites that are on alerted only mode. You can send this to the security practitioners in your company so they can change it back to the recommended block setting once you see a surge in unblocked account types over time. Clicking on the Go to Settings link will take the user directly into the platform to where these configurations take place. Moving forward, the next tile is the Attack Analytics Quick View. We have a display of the amount of incidents gathered for the sites under the account. We also have an indication of a downwards trend over time. The bar will show us the amount of incidents which are partially blocked, compared to the fully blocked ones. Clicking on this site will show us a deeper investigation of those incidents. As you can see here, you are able to sort those incidents based on severity between critical, major, and minor. Additionally, we can see all of the data from the incidents themselves. Clicking on Sort By will enable you to change the order of display to your choosing. While today we're only showing a high-level view of the incidents, one of the improvements we're working on is to also provide insights on how to resolve similar incidents from happening in the future. A quick way to get to the incidents screen is also by using the incidents icon at the bottom navigation in the app. The last tile on this screen is the Traffic and Health tile. The first dashboard is bot visits, showing the number of bots that visited your sites in the given time period. The graph on the right shows the trend over that time period. If we drill down, we can get to see the actual split between bot types and the percentage of each bot type from the overall visit count. Below the bot visits, we can see a cached bandwidth percentage for the content served to external users under this account. We aren't really serving content with this demo account, so you can see that we only get a 0% when we click for a deeper dive into the trend view. Below that, there's the accumulated bandwidth. This will show the accumulated bandwidth for all of the websites under that account. And the last dashboard under this tile is the DDoS attack tile. This includes layer 7, as well as layer 3 and 4 for accounts that have the infrastructure protection product. Unfortunately, on this demo account, we don't have any DDoS attacks to show. However, if you were to receive an attack, clicking on this dashboard would provide a deeper dive into helpful information regarding those attacks, such as their origin, their start and end time, volume, and more. Finally, the last screen I am going to show you is the settings menu for the app found via the widget in the bottom right-hand corner of the dashboard. The settings menu allows you to toggle on and off which notifications you would like sent to your mobile device throughout the day that are specific to different activities tied to your account. And toward the bottom of the menu, you can find helpful links as well as the Contact Us option. Should you like to share any usage feedback, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks again for watching, and we hope you have a better understanding of how to get the most out of your dashboards on the go.
Right. So there is the frequently asked questions. I've gathered just a few questions that we've been getting recently regarding this application. So first of all, what devices does the mobile app support? I touched that a bit earlier today. The mobile app can be downloaded for all iOS, Mac, and Android users only. Via the Apple Store or via the Google Play Store. You can just search for Imperva and you will see that app available for download. Like you see here, it's also available for Mac and also for iPad. So if you have a MacBook, you can also download kind of a desktop version of this app, which is really cool because then you can use it once you're just on your MacBook. Next question, can users navigate between accounts and sub-accounts? So like I said, currently the access is automatically given to the primary account that you're associated with. I know that there are some users who have multiple accounts, including external accounts that they're associated with. And we're building support for that as we speak. And we're trying to have it released at least within the first few quarters of this year. The next question, does the app support partner account? So the problem right now is that most resellers and managed services providers, they don't have sites that are assigned directly under their parent account, which is their primary account that they're assigned to as a user. So once we will have the ability to hop between accounts and sub-accounts, they will also have this application catering to their requirements and enabling them to manage and monitor their customers' accounts. So the last question is what types of push notifications can I receive when I use the app? So first of all, when a DDoS attack is above the given threshold, so you're going to provide us with the threshold through the main platform, but whenever a DDoS attack passes that threshold, we will notify you about that. I'm getting a bit of an echo. Okay, maybe so. So this will enable you to notify the relevant people if it's needed, and clicking on the notification itself, on the push notification, it will open a dashboard where you can examine the details about that attack, where it came from, where it started, where it ended, what was the target of this attack, and more. Second, when a DDoS attack is over. So we alert you when it starts and when it's over. And again, clicking the notification will send you to that information card with all of the details. The third thing is when a critical attack analytics incident occurs, and when you click on it, it will open the dashboard for attack analytics, showing you the incident. Fourth, when you've reached 90% of your bandwidth utilization that you purchased, this is good to know just to make sure that you're not going over using any overages of bandwidth from your subscription plan, or if needed, you can also expand the plan before you reach those overages, which will be beneficial also financially for your account.
Itai, I have a question for you. Let me just get it. Does the app allow site configuration? And the second question is the new DNS DDoS protection dashboard planned to be included in this app?
All right, great questions. So first of all, the site configuration. So unfortunately, and I mean, not really unfortunately, but since the site configuration is very complex and demanding, and also it's one of the most secure areas within the platform, we do not allow direct execution of configuration changes from within the app. We're thinking that since you're writing complex scripts mostly and adding complicated rules, it will be easier to work with the platform anyway, and it will be much more secure. So what we are able to do is to send a report, including all of the configurations required within the different sites that you are managing in this account to either yourself when you get back to the office or to the security practitioner, and then you can execute them using the desktop platform, which is much more secure, much more easy to write complicated scripts and rules. Second question is regarding the DNS management. So this is a really exciting new feature that we just released. So now instead of just assigning website after website, and then having to go over to your DNS register and then assigning the DNS records to Imperva, you're just going to be able to manage all of the DNS records within Imperva. So that's going to be huge for us, and it will change the onboarding process for new sites. So this is a really exciting new feature. However, we didn't really see a requirement for that to be managed within the app, especially since it's more of a health. The app is more oriented into health regarding websites and specific assets rather than management of DNS records and objects that usually require more interaction or are being practiced as part of an onboarding or general use of the desktop platform. So that's why we haven't added them so far. But if we see a demand and if we see that that would bring value to our users, this is definitely something that we can investigate and think about adding to the future roadmap.
I would also add to that, and I think Chris would always mention this. I assume you guys are all familiar with User Voice, which is the page on our website that lets you give feedback and make feature requests. You can see what other customers are looking at. You can upvote the requests that are already there, see if something like your request is already there. So if you have a feature request or a suggestion, please head over to User Voice and enter it there. That would be really great. Any other questions? Okay, super. I think we are adjourned then. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you, Itai, for a great presentation. And we'll see you soon on the community.
Bye everyone, thanks.